Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah, here comes the, no, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really. I'm ready for love
And good morning, Blitz Crew Nation. I am your host, Jason, and with me, as always, this show is brought to you by Sleeper Wire. With me, as always, is at Dirty Jobs, at Dirty Jobs, Strong Fingers Mike. Found out before the show he has strong fingers. I don't know where he got those, but I'm proud of him for it. Look at those things. They're like meat hooks. All right. And with me, as sometimes at BFTG Pod, George is hiding. He's probably having breakfast. He's not used to being on the show on Sunday mornings anymore, so he's here, but you can't see that pretty face of his. Good morning, George.
There it is. There's my pretty face. Hey, good morning. Yeah.
No, I said the pretty face.
Well, this is the only pretty face I got. I mean, it's not really that pretty, but it's the only face I got. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've done the Blitz. I missed the show tremendously. My work-life balance is not what it should be, and thus I miss a lot of shows.
That was really weird. Did anybody else see that as George coming on without his hat on, and then all of a sudden his hat just
there
randomly appeared like with I'll have to rewatch that, but George, however you did that was magical.
Well, I look like this temporarily, and it's kind of hard for you to see what I'm doing. So,
right.
I mean, excuse me. So, yeah, came in, had no hat, came back, had a hat. It's just the most strangest thing you're ever going to see.
It did, Mike, so it just did it again. It showed his hat, and then it was gone. That's really
like a magic trick.
That's freaky. All right, and rounding out this I don't know, this quadtuple, I guess, I don't know, rounding out this foursome, it's Justin from at Toilets to Titles from at Sleeper Wire. Justin, good morning, sir. How are you doing on this week 14?
Good morning, fellows. I'm doing wonderful. I will say that I'm a little bit less concerned about the fact that Mike has strong fingers, and a little bit more concerned about why he made it a point that we knew that.
That's a very good point.
Because what we were talking about before the show really had nothing to do with like the dexterity or the physical abilities of the fingers, but he still made it a point to tell us. So, and then you called this a foursome. So I'm really starting to worry about the direction of this show.
Don't be worried. Just go with it.
I was saying,
this is what happens every year at this time of the year for the playoffs. Just go with it.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
Right. So, like I mentioned, it's week 14, playoff week 1 for most everybody, unless you have one of those weird leagues that plays playoffs until week 17. And some of you even do that. You just have 2-week finals. So you guys can give us a call, get in front of the questions at 205-797-5337 or 205-79-SLEEP. And just because I'm looking at the bottom of my screen doesn't mean I have to read the number after 14 weeks. I just do it because I care and I want to make sure I get it right. So, guys, week 14, any particular matchups you're looking forward to, either fantasy or just NFL? You know, we're a fantasy show, but we also love the NFL. So any particular matchups you guys are looking forward to this week?
Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen the tweet on Twitter, Jason, but we had a side bet going this week.
Did we?
We did, yeah. You didn't deny it, so therefore it must be true. If the Dolphins win this week, you are going to be waxing your back. And if the Chiefs win this week, you're going to wax your back. So I'm kind of looking forward to this Chiefs-Dolphins game because bearing a tie, you're getting waxed, my friend.
I never agreed to any of this, and I probably would.
You never said no. It was implied acceptance because there was no denial.
I if there was money for charity involved, I might have said yes to this, especially because I don't have much back hair. I'm not a hairy guy in general, so it would have been okay. It wouldn't have hurt that bad. But you didn't line it up for charity, so yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and just say no.
That's
I'll
too
throw
late.
$5 towards Toys for Tots, George. There. No, it's
Thank
charity.
you. Thank you, Mike.
It's too late now, bud. Too late now.
Mike, I'll see your $5 and I'll match it. So now we're up to 10.
I still got to mace you.
No, you're not doing that.
So anyway, this show is not brought to you by 7-Eleven, but my morning beverage usually is. So we're gonna jump right into these questions. We got a lot of the good mornings here. We got Al jumped in before the show started, so I know it's gonna be a good day. Dana's out there. Justin, I think that's just you, Justin, and I knew you were here. There go that man. All stepping in and saying hi first thing this morning. So good morning to you all. Happy playoff week. I hope you all have great weeks, and we're going to get it started off with the Dare Go That Man 94 question. First round of the playoffs. First question, Mike Davis, Ezekiel Elliott, Wayne Gallman. Pick 2 in a PPR.
So I'm starting Wayne Gallman for sure. It's come to that with Wayne Gallman. I view him as a solid running back too. He's got to be started every week. So now it comes down to Zeke and Davis. And I feel like I want to lean more towards Zeke here than Mike Davis.
Yeah, I think Mike Davis has had a little bit of a slide. I do have Zeke higher than Wayne Gallman this week, but not by much. But I have Mike Davis a decent bit lower. He slid off the last several weeks. I know he's playing. He's played pretty well all season, but I can't sit him for Zeke, who I think has some touchdown upside this week.
Yeah, I'm definitely starting Zeke. He's as much as he's slid and as much as I hate having him in a lot of leagues right now, I've been excited about this matchup for some time, knowing that it's the playoffs, the fantasy playoffs, and it's the Bengals. I look for him to have at least a touchdown and probably at least about 60 or 80 yards or more. So it's a pretty solid, decent game for a running back that slid as much as he has.
All right, so that's I think we're all saying Zeke and Gallman.
Yeah.
So second question, Andrews, Chark, QT, pick 2 in a PPR.
So last week, QT pretty much put up Will Fuller type numbers. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to do that every single week. He has a knee injury this week. He's been questionable, but he is still playing because he put in a couple of full practices this week. From what I understand, Andrews is coming back this week. Chark is scary with that offense. You never know when they're going to actually utilize him. So if it's PPR, I think I'm going to go with Andrews and QT here.
Yeah, I tend to agree here as well. I as much as I'd want to say Chark because I think he's got all the talent in the world, and I worry a little bit about QT because 1 week does not make a decent player, and we're talking about playoffs. In that 1 week, he's shown me more than most of what Chark's shown all season. So, it's not like you can say Chark had a season that we could rely on. So of those two, I'm going QT and Andrews.
The fact that Brandon Cooks is out also makes me want to lean more towards Chark, or not Chark, I'm sorry, QT over Chark. So, yeah, it's Andrew and QT for me, especially with no Brandon Cooks playing today.
Can we just call him Cutie and get it done with?
We can call him Cutie. That's fine.
We all want to.
All right,
I mean, he is cute.
We're going to call him Cutie, and we're going to move on. So Steve Spack, a guy we know and love, recovering from COVID. Glad to have you a little more healthy, Steve. Here is a fun one, even though George wished you were not going to get back to normal.
I didn't. No, I just said he was dead. I didn't say I really hope Steve doesn't get better. I just said he was dead. There's a difference.
Oh, okay. You said he was okay. I got you. So he says, here's a fun one. We'll judge it for ourselves whether it's fun. Hilton or Hines, flex spot, and half PPR.
I'm surprised at how much more they've been utilizing Hilton here recently because they found a way to prevent Rivers from throwing the ball deep, and I think because of that they've set up different shorter yardage plays for TY as well. So I really like that. But this is going to be a big game. Whenever you asked at the start of the show about games that we're looking forward to, both of these teams are on the bubble for the playoffs. They're fighting for that playoff spot. The winner of this game could very well be in the playoffs because of this game. So I'm excited about this game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. So I think I want the guy that's more consistently going to get more touches, and I think it's going to be Hines here.
I agree completely. I forgot Justin. Like I temporarily had a brain fart and forgot Justin was a Colts fan because honestly, I was just going to tell Steve he should probably go ask Chris.
I was gonna say Hines because I was gonna say Hilton because his usage the last 2 weeks. I also think he's a big play upside, right? But 2-1 Hines over Hilton, and we'll move on from there. There go that man 94. So he says he needed only one. He messed up there. He needed only one of Andrews, Chark, and Cutie. I'm gonna say Andrews because Andrews is playing the Browns and he's had good games against the Browns in the past. All his past.
I'm gonna go Cutie.
Okay, so I'll break the tie. So with Andrews, you have I guess what I want to say is that with Chark, you have that big play potential that he could blow up. And then with QT, you have the one game of showing that he can do it. But with Andrews, he's definitely the more consistent, more reliable. Although he hasn't been this year, though.
Has he been reliable, though? Because I feel like
you know what? If it's a close game, if you think it's going to be a close game, go with QT. But if you think that you're safe and you just need a safe floor, then go with Andrews.
Yeah, I was going to say floor play is definitely Andrews, and ceiling play is the wide receivers. And of the two wide receivers, it would be QT for me. But I think Andrews has had a couple of decent weeks back to back now. And the only reason I know that is because I have him in Scott Fish, and by the time it mattered for me, it was too late, and I'm pretty much out of the playoffs. So let's see. Justin.
Oh, you got rid of my banner.
I don't know what your banner said, but
it said, "Oh, happy birthday, El Presidente Hoos."
It's Hoos's birthday. Happy birthday. We missed a question up here. PPR, Logan Thomas, Komet, Schultz, Reed, or Akins.
So in other words, you're just surfing the waiver wire this week.
So it's basically who do you feel has the most touchdown upside? Because that's really what you want from your tight end, right? Like a touchdown. Yeah. Who out of this group has the most upside for a touchdown? I'm going to lean Reed because that offense kind of goes through the tight end no matter who's there.
Man, I was going to say Logan Thomas. I have Logan Thomas like 2 spots ahead of Reed.
Well, for me, Schultz was one of my streamers starts of the week on the show this week, so I'm going to stand firm in that. They're playing against the Bengals, and I think they're going to really be able to move that ball.
So one of us has to come off our position.
I can go to Schultz. I don't hate it. Like it's a great matchup against the Bengals. So
there you go. All right. So we are saying to play Schultz. So here's an interesting one. So now before we get into this question, I want to do this. Here we have Dana saying she has a bunch of has a question, and here we have Justin who says he's playing Dana this week. So I guess before we answer these questions, we have to ask which one of you two is a Patreon.
This is good.
So we'll get into both questions. We'll be honest with both. And it's awesome anytime I know that means a whole league is listening to us. I do want to say, Dana, though, I am a little disappointed because I watched Wednesday night, watched the mail sack, and you were interactive and live, and George was on Thursday night talking with the guests, and you were interactive and live. And then we did a Friday AMA, no Dana. Like, how dare you have a life on the night where we're doing the Friday AMA show? But at least you're coming back on Sunday, so I appreciate that. Here we are. PPR, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, and a flex. Michael Thomas, Chris Godwin, Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, Wayne Gallman, Gio Bernard, Edmonds, Melvin Gordon, Latavius Murray. Oh, my. Guys, where do we start here? 2 running back, 1 flex. We got to get 3 out of these guys.
So does anybody here have the cojones big enough to sit Dalvin Cook this week?
I would. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not going to get Dalvin Cook in here. I won't do it. playing the Bucks. Name the last even good running back that had an average day against Tampa Bay.
You can't.
And
Like,
here's
Bucks-
it's not the Bucks running defense is good. It's not amazing. It's not great, although it looks like it every week. You know what's bad is the Bucks passing defense. And as soon as teams figure out that they can't get down to their running back, they just throw it crazy and they never go back to it. So if you want to play Cook, you two will have to say that because I'm not going to say play Cook this week. But you guys go ahead.
I'm playing Cook. I'm not going to bench the number one running back in fantasy football. I don't care who his matchup is, because
you know who the number one running back last year was by like margins we haven't seen in decades. And you know what he did against Tampa Bay's defense last year twice?
Yeah,
absolutely nothing. So and again, it's fair. I get what you guys are both going to say him, and it's 2-1. We're going to say play him. I am 100% adamant. And listen, I hope I'm wrong. Because I mean, honestly, I don't. I'm a Bucks fan, but for you guys, for Dana, I hope I'm wrong.
Well, I get that completely. I totally get that. But my thing is, if they do throw the ball a lot, that means they're still going to be moving the ball a lot. They're still going to have opportunity to score a lot. He can score in the passing game. He can score from the 1 yard line because I have Thielen going in 2 playoffs, so he's going to get tackled at the 1 yard line a couple of times.
Fair enough.
And
falling forward for a touchdown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Madison was out last week. I don't know if he's out this week or not, but I've got to guess that. I mean, he's still probably going to be playing hurt, just like most of these guys are playing hurt, obviously. But I can't bench Dalvin Cook. He could be going up against the steel curtain, and I'm still going to want to start him. So that's a definite start. But to your point, and the fact that they throw the ball like crazy, Justin Jefferson is also one of my definite starts here in this situation. I also feel like I can't bench Michael Thomas. So those are my 2 wide receivers, Michael Thomas and Justin Jefferson. I've got Dalvin Cook as my must-start running back here, and then I'm going to go with Gallman. I agree with George that Gallman has been playing as a solid RB2, so he's definitely right there with the potential to get you solid RB2 numbers. He might be my flex, though, because I see a couple other running backs here I like, but it's either going to be Gio or Melvin Gordon, and I'm not really sure which one that I hate or like more there. Chris Godwin's interesting. I like him, but they've also been really banged up, that whole wide receiving core, and that Tampa Bay offense just looks spotty at times. They're too inconsistent. I don't know if I want to trust them in my playoffs when you have other solid options here to go with. So I'm going to go Michael Thomas, Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, Wayne Gallman, and Melvin Gordon.
All right, Jason, now before I do mine, I want to hear yours.
So Michael Thomas is tough just because he hasn't seen much with Taysom Hill throwing. Well, I mean, he's been okay.
That's not true. No, he's been fantastic.
I'm taking Michael Thomas, Chris Godwin, Justin Jefferson, Wayne Gallman, and then because I don't like the rest of the list, I guess I'll jump on Dalvin Cook because you guys are both going to say it anyway. I mean, listen, I probably would look at Latavius Murray here.
Oh my God!
But you guys are going to say Dalvin Cook, so I'm just going to go whatever. I probably would lean Latavius Murray and I'd bench, but you guys do you or Gio because of his receptions.
I mean, Latavius isn't a bad option because they're playing the Eagles.
That's right.
So real quick, since Taysom Hill took over, here's Michael Thomas's numbers: 9 for 104, 4 for 50. Okay, and then 9 for 105. So he's okay. He's been playing fantastic.
Fantastic, yeah. Those so fine. But the top. So I'm playing the first 3, and then I don't want to play Dalvin Cook, so I'm saying Gallman and Gio Bernard, and but you guys are going to save me with Dalvin Cook.
So I'm going to play the first 3 as well. I'm going to go Michael Thomas, Justin Jefferson. I'm going to flex Chris Godwin. I'm going to start Gallman, and I'm going to start Gio Bernard.
So you're not saving Dalvin Cook either?
No. And that's the reason why I asked if you guys had the cojones to bench Dalvin Cook this week, is because I would not play him this week. As crazy as that sounds, and I very well could be wrong, and in the first week of the playoffs, like it sounds absolutely ridiculous not to be starting Devin Cook, but the matchup is just that bad. Tampa Bay's defense has not allowed a rusher to have more than 78 rushing yards all year, or not rushing yards, combined yards all year. No running back has gone over 100 yards against Tampa Bay's defense, and the defense has only surrendered 3 touchdowns all year to running backs. I'm not playing Devin Cook this week.
All right. Well, before we get to Dana's opponent, we have our first call of week 14. So, guys, I'm going to bring this down, and I'm going to ask Mike to bring up the call. Caller, you're on with the Blitz. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, my name is Raj. I'm from Dallas.
Hey, what's up, Raj?
What's up, Raj?
I apologize for my voice. It's a little stuffy because I just got my tonsils out a few days ago.
Listen, I understand that, and you still got to get these questions in, so go with it.
Hey, so I have 2 teams that I'm a little concerned about going into the playoffs. One of them, I have Kyler Murray, who's locked in at QB for me. I have Dalvin Cook, James Conner. However, I was kind of stuck on Raheem Mostert or James Conner on who to start at my RB2.
I think I'm going to go James Conner. We seen how putrid the Steelers' run game was last week. Without him back there, it's not good. I think they're going to want to get back to running the ball. So I'm going to go with James Conner.
Yeah, and Mostert's playing Washington, and they have that tough front seven that's played pretty well most games this season. So I agree with that.
And that'll be 3 for me.
Okay. And then would you recommend starting Tyler Boyd still at WR2? Or would I be better off plugging in like Sterling Shepard or Jameson Crowder, Lazard, Sammy Watkins?
Lazard. I like Lazard this week.
Yes, I would definitely start Lazard there for sure.
He's going against Detroit. The number 2 wide receiver for the Packers has played extremely well in that offense. So he's going to be the number 2 again. He's gotten healthy. He's back, and he's going to have a big game.
Okay. And then on my other team, I was in a similar situation, but instead of James Conner, I have Kareem Hunt on this team. So Kareem Hunt or Mostert on who to start for my RB2.
There I would go Mostert.
I agree.
Okay.
They're just not utilizing Kareem Hunt. I've got him in a league. I traded a lot for him. It's just it hasn't worked out since Chubb has come back.
Yep.
And should I slide Hunt into my flex spot over Ayuk, or just go ahead and start Ayuk there as well? I know some people don't like starting like a receiver and a running back off the same team.
I've got no issue with Ayuk. I like Ayuk. He's been killing it the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
And if you're going to beat Washington, it's going to be the wide receivers. Their secondary is not very good at all.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Hey,
you.
feel better. Good luck this week. Good luck in the playoffs. And when you need help next week because you made it, call us again.
Good luck to you all as well.
Thanks, man. All right. And just double checking. We got
Calm down up there, Matthew.
Matthew.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay, sorry. Let's see. How can we be there with Elliot? Oh, yeah. So that's based off an earlier question. So, playing Dana this week. I'm gonna check to see if Dana's. I'm checking to see if Dana's check cleared. It has. Okay, so playing Dana this week, we lost McCaffrey, Gibson, and Gaskins, but I've been stashing, so I need a running back and flex McKissick, Mike Davis, Connor, Jamal Williams, Beasley, Landry. So I need a running back and a flex. McKissick, Mike Davis, Connor, Jamal Williams, Beasley, and Landry.
I mean, Davis is definitely going to get a huge workload this week. With CMC out again, so there's that. I like McKissick in PPR. We know it's PPR, so I do like McKissick there too.
I love McKissick.
What's that?
I love McKissick this week.
Yeah, and Beasley's been tearing it up as well. I think I kind of like McKissick and Beasley here.
Yep.
Beasley
I'm on board with that.
Beasley against the Steelers.
Yeah.
You guys you're okay with that?
Yeah, Buffalo's still gonna have to find a way to move the ball. I mean, I honestly don't think that this is going to be as good of a game as most people think. I think the Steelers are slipping, and I think that they've had a lot of good fortune go their way up until all these injuries, and now these injuries are making their defense very susceptible to yardage. So, I think Buffalo is going to find a way to win this one and be right there for the number 1 seed in the playoffs.
As a Dolphin fan, I hate that prediction, but I can't argue against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on it. We'll do McKissick because God bless that dude is a catching machine. Alex Smith has done wonders for that dude's season.
The amount of targets J.D. McKissick has gotten, like the last few weeks, is insane.
It is. It's crazy. He's getting an insane amount of targets for a wide receiver, let alone a running back, right?
Yeah.
So McKissick and Beasley, and we're gonna say bench Mike Davis and Landry. Dana, you're welcome.
Yeah, since Alex Smith has taken over, McKissick is averaging like 12 targets per game in games that are neutral or negative game scripts. So I don't see this being a positive game script game for them. So he's going to be heavily used.
Yeah. So here's his target share since November 8th. So it's good sample size. 14, 15, 4, 2, 10. I mean, he's killing it. He had, the week against Dallas, he didn't do a whole lot. The previous week, he didn't have a whole lot of targets, but he still put up almost 100 total yards. So he's had one bad game in the last 5 weeks.
And that's what I'm saying.
Pretty much a must flex at this point.
And those 2 games where they weren't a high volume target share for him, it was because they were in game scripts where they were ahead early and often. And I don't see that happening this week against the 49ers.
I don't either.
And just a reminder, guys, you can give us a call at 205-797-5337, 205-79-SLEEP. Let's see. So there go that man say, hey, thanks for revisiting my mess up. Y'all are the best. We wouldn't leave you hanging. You know what I mean? We're here to answer your questions, even if you screw them up. If we didn't fix screw ups, George would never be on.
This is true. Real quick, I do want to take one of the questions from the mixer that we had here. It's from Raz Attack. Need one tight end, Gesicki or Mark Andrews?
Andrews for me.
I want to say Andrews. I really want to, but Gesicki has come on the last couple of weeks, if I recall correctly. Let me look it up, but I think he's been playing pretty well.
Well, I think he's been out with COVID the last couple of weeks.
Gesicki? No, he played last week.
No, that's Andrews. I'm sorry.
Andrews, yeah.
Andrews. Yeah, it's his first game back. I think I'm going to roll Andrews.
All right, well, then you don't need me to vote anyway.
Sorry, Justin.
No, you're
Sorry,
good.
bud.
Good, because that's a tough one. I mean, but okay. So this is what I was looking for. So Gesicki, the last 2 weeks. Okay, so he's done well the last 2 weeks, but it's because he scored a touchdown each of the last 2 weeks. He's gotten. He did have 11 targets last week and in week 2, but outside of that, it looks like he's averaging roughly about 3 or 4 targets a game, maybe 2 catches. That's not consistent enough for me. I'll go ahead and ride with Andrews.
So here, well, hold on. Here's why you take Gesicki, Justin. Because you can't lose at this point. So if you say Gesicki and he has a good game, you were like, hey, listen, I told you to take Gesicki. Right? and if Mark Andrews has a good game, it's like, hey,
the team said
recommended Mark Andrews. The team said Mark Andrews. So you're in a win-win situation at this point. You can't lose.
All right, good. I'm going with Gesicki.
You know what we call that?
Hedging your bets, right?
We call that playing adjacent.
Yes. Jason likes to go last. That's why if 2 people already have decided, he's like, yeah, I'll just dissent, and I'm right either way.
I bet we're good. We made it. We helped him, or I told you so. Okay, anyway.
I will say last week I went against the grain when we answered Uncle Steve's question. The infamous Uncle Steve, as we like to call him on Toilets of Titles. And I said that Mooney over Gurley and non-PPR. and I was heavily outvoted there. And Gurley got 2, and Mooney got 4.3. So I will say that I went against the heavy popular vote there, and but it didn't matter. He still would have lost.
That whole 4.3.
Yeah.
All right, I got one more question here on Mixer from Fear the Claw, and then this one will be done. Good morning. Got a few for you. Full PPR. Pick a running back and a flex. Singletary, Ty Johnson, or Barber.
Ty Johnson.
Isn't Frank Gore playing?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. He is back. Yeah, we got to go with
Singletary then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Singletary. We can't recommend Peyton Barber, Mr. 2.3 himself. Like, I wish he changed his number to 2.3. That would be amazing, because you're only hoping he falls in the end zone. Other than that, you're not getting much from him.
He is a vulture, though, right? Like, he's good for at least stealing one of those touchdowns a week. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to say Singletary, because Barber is the touchdown upside guy here.
Well, yeah, it's full PPR is another reason I lean Singletary. Yep,
I'm with you.
All right, he's got wide receivers. Oh, Jason, you might lose it here. I already know who you're taking. Wide receivers: Corey Davis, Kuki Kuti, or Chad Hansen.
You could have stopped at the first name.
I know. But Justin,
I've been a Corey Davis truther before his mom had him, basically.
I really like Corey Davis, and I also really like QT because of the matchups, both of them. I mean, I would have said that I can't quit QT, but Davis has that juicy matchup against Jacksonville, so I'll agree with Davis here. And then are we on into the tight end yet, or are we still?
Nope.
No, I don't think there's a debate. I think Davis is your pick.
Yeah,
and we're Jonnu Akins.
Yep.
So with Jonnu, I'm battling with my main league right now on whether or not to start Jonnu over Waller, because Waller's playing the Colts, who have shut down tight ends all season, and then you have Jonnu with that nice matchup against Jacksonville. So if I'm battling with that decision, then Jonnu over Akins is a no-brainer.
Yeah, I'm going Jonnu. Has there been a more disappointing tight end this year than Jonnu Smith?
Nope.
I mean, Zach Ertz.
Blake Jarwin.
Well, I mean, minus injury. Like, Zach Ertz has been a disappointment. He also got injured.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a disappointment beforehand, but I mean,
right.
So you guys both picked Jonnu, right?
Yeah.
I'm going Akins.
Oh.
That is awesome.
It's kind of the brand. Okay, so we're going to go back to this and say huge congrats to the work we put in for Toys for Tots. Thanks, Steve. That's where George and I were last week. We went and spent $7,300 for Toys for Tots in our local area, Brevard County in Florida. So it was a huge success, and the real thanks goes out to everybody who donated to and joined one of our leagues or one of our prop bet challenges, or like at the end of the season, the playoff challenge. That 100% goes back to you guys. Thank you for everybody who listens to us and is able to donate. And it was huge again this year. We almost doubled from last year in a COVID year and had a great time shopping. And we missed you guys last week, but at least it was for a good cause.
Yeah, and I even tried to call in the show last week, but by the time we got around to having a minute to breathe to do it, the show was already over.
Let's see. So Dana's booing, and I'm not sure what that's about. Probably
that was
something
from earlier. I watched it pop up as we were talking earlier. It was because you guys were considering taking Justin's question first, so she was booing. And then when you asked which one is a Patreon, her next response was "I am." So she is a Patreon. So we did the right order. We answered in the correct order.
You know, like I said, Dana's shit cleared. Let's see. Hold on. The screen just jumped on me. So I know Al says hot take, and Dana.
That was Dalvin Cook.
That was Dalvin Cook, yeah. I knew what that was.
All right. Mini Jordan 718. Who should I drop? Justin Jackson or DeAndre Washington? I secured a week 14 bye.
I would drop Justin Jackson, right? Like, I mean, is he going to get any play in Los Angeles at this point with Eckler back?
Maybe.
I don't know, but if you got a week 1 bye, you've got a good team. You got decent options. You probably don't need either one of these chumps.
That's pretty much it. Who? I mean, it's do eeny meeny miny mo really here. I would drop DeAndre Washington. Justin Jackson has at least an opportunity occasionally to get on the field.
Well, DeAndre Washington's starting this week for Miami, isn't he?
I mean, is he?
I think he is. There's no
Gaskins?
There's no Gaskins. There's no Burrito. There's no Selvin Ahmed. Like, don't drop a starting running back.
I thought Ahmed was back.
I thought Ahmed was back too, so I must have missed that.
He's not?
No.
Oh.
Not
George-
George. I'll double check it, but
Let me scoot over to this Yahoo league and make a change real quick.
I'm double
Justin,
checking.
it's playoff weeks. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Don't have to worry about setting a lineup? Oh,
Yeah.
No, that's my dynasty leagues. I'm not in the playoffs in any dynasty leagues that are relevant at all. But my redraft leagues, I'm doing really well. That's my bread and butter.
All right, so Brittany B, PPR pick 2, Jonathan Taylor, Zeke, Jacobs, Sanders, and McKissick.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Some options.
Right.
So at this point, JT is a must start, right? After the last couple of games, the usage he's been getting, the production he's been given.
Yeah, I said all along as a Colts fans that's what they were doing was saving him for the end of the season.
Yep. And I'm actually gonna go McKissick in that second spot.
Oof.
Man,
Only because Jacobs is got that foot injury. Sanders, I want absolutely nothing to do with. And so it comes down to McKissick and Zeke. And I think the game script is going to be much better for McKissick to where he's probably going to see 8 to 9 passes go his way again. So if you're telling me he's going to catch 7 or 8 of them, I'm going to take that.
So, man, I can agree with all of that. But I also think that Zeke is going to have a monster game. I really do. I think we're going to see a Zeke of old, but he does have that. He's playing through that calf injury. So I guess I might use that as a tiebreaker here, and I'll agree with you, Taylor. And
No, make Jason make the decision. Don't give him a
So
pass.
I was gonna say Taylor and Zeke. That's the problem. So if you're on board with Zeke, I'm on board with Zeke. But
so at least we know that we have it down to Taylor, Zeke, and McKissick for you, Brittany. So if you can put one of those in your flex, then go for it. Maybe send us another question if you're debating on one of those with your flex options. But if there are no flex, then you're bouncing your head off the wall, which is why I actually enjoy no flex leagues. They do make you have to make the tough decisions.
absolutely. So, all right. I'm not sure that we helped Brittany completely, but there you go. Y Dog says, "Hey guys, how do you feel about Dalvin Cook's floor against Tampa's stout defense?" I said it earlier. I think he's going to have a huge game. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to hedge my bets there too. But no, we said two of us said watch out for Dalvin Cook this week. Tampa, George pulled up the stat. Tampa has not allowed more than 78 all-purpose yards. Justin rightly said he could potentially just fall in the end zone and get you some points, even if he doesn't have a great day. But I think go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I think 10 points is a pretty solid floor to start with Cook.
I can get down on that, but I could see him a little lower. But I'm with you. All right, so I don't even know how to Hurrila. You want to take a stab at that, Justin? You see that down there? Hurrila.
Hurrila? Yeah, I can. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Hurrila. All right. Good morning, fellas. My question is: do I flex Debo, Pittman, or DeAndre Washington?
Debo for me. I like Debo. But I like Pittman too. I do like Pittman's matchup this week. But I also just recently found out that DeAndre Washington is starting. So another tough one. I'm going to go with Debo.
I'm going Debo as well.
And that'll make 3 of us. It seems like Pittman's had a couple of down weeks, right? Like, I'm not wrong there. He's had a couple of bad weeks, and yeah, and I can't start DeAndre Washington because I don't know that they're going to run a lot. And how good is at catching is DeAndre Washington? Like, I don't know.
He's really good at catching a new team every few months.
Yes,
That's kind of where I'm at too. Good morning, guys. That's Oswaldo. We also want to mention happy birthday to our El Presidente Hus. And Panther Wow says 22 says Juju or T Higgins at flex and PPR.
Juju. I still don't want to trust a Bengals quarterback without Burrow in there. So I'm gonna trust Juju.
So
I'm with you.
I'm going to take T Higgins, and it's not just because you guys both took Juju. I'm just concerned that Tre'Davious White is going to shadow Juju, and if he does, like Tre'Davious White is one of the top 5 cornerbacks in the league. So I'm skeptical on Juju this week. I do like T Higgins a lot, so I'm going to go with T Higgins just based upon the matchup.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I am starting all of my Claypool shares heavily.
Yeah, and I'm starting all my Deontay Johnson shares, and I have a gross amount of them, which makes me feel very, very good.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only have one Deontay Johnson share. So
Yeah, it is unfortunate. That is unfortunate because that guy's good.
yeah,
he is.
I mean, I've even seen him be traded for starting quarterback in the Superflex League. I don't want to foul on any names, but
that was a hell of a trade.
All right, so Dana mentions PPR Hurst or Jonnu Smith.
Oof.
Justin saying Jonnu Smith, I know.
Yeah,
I'm going John.
And I for the joke, I'd say Hayden Hurst, but really I think it's Jonnu Smith here. All right, and it said so Ahmed's not active today.
It's like I know what's going on with the Dolphins.
I mean, you were hedging there too. Like, I think he's not playing today. Justin, pick 2 PPR, Eckler, McKissick, Connor. For me, it's the first 2. It's Eckler and McKissick.
Yeah, Eckler's playing out of this world since he's been back. So, again, 0 shares in him. So I hope he retweets it this week. But Eckler and McKissick is a fair pick there.
And apparently we can become famous, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey, what's the name of that one guy? The counselor. He give him that website. He likes to buy all his followers.
Dude, I tell you what, I was scrolling through the counselors this morning because, like, when I first got on Twitter a couple of years ago, I had no idea who anybody was, and I was just following everybody. Well, now I've gotten to the point where I've followed too many. They won't let me follow anymore. So I've had to go back through and unfollow people just so I can follow people I actually want to. So I was scrolling through his page like this morning or last night. I don't know. It's all the same. But like all of his videos and stuff that he's sharing, they're not getting any likes or any retweets at all. Like, nobody likes the dude. I don't understand how he's getting all these views. And I know it's because he's buying them, but I don't know. It's just so odd.
Yeah, you could tell when somebody's got like 50,000 followers and they post something and they got 2 likes.
Right. It's weird.
You know what's funny about that? You guys don't know it, but I totally pay Al to listen every week.
I'm not really surprised.
I feel like we just entered George's bathroom, but with that, we have a caller. You're on the Blitz. Welcome to George's bathroom. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey guys, I'm Jay. I'm from Dallas.
Hey Jay.
Guys.
All right, shoot.
Hey guys. So So first question I got is full PPR flex. Should I start Mike Will against Atlanta or Antonio Brown versus Minnesota? Tough. I can't decide.
Mike Williams against who? Atlanta?
Versus Atlanta and Antonio Brown versus the Vikings.
I'm going to say Antonio Brown. That Viking secondary is awful. They've had a week. The Tampa's coming off a bye week to get hopefully on the same page. And so I'm going to say Antonio Brown. Justin, what you got?
I think I'm going to agree with that. I think that Mike Williams is playing the weaker overall defense, but I do think that Vikings and Bucks game, there's going to be a lot of passing going on in that game. I think it has the potential to be a high-scoring game. If it's going to be a high-scoring game, then he's definitely going to be, especially in PPR, he's going to be a value. So I'll agree with that.
Okay. And I got one more question for you guys. Sorry.
All good.
You guys think that I should go Corey Davis against Jacksonville or Brandon Ayuk versus Washington? This is half PPR.
Yeah. I couldn't hear the second one because Jason was already answering yes as soon as you said Corey Davis with little hearts in his eyes.
I said Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, dude, Brandon Ayuk. I love Brandon Ayuk this week. So now you're kind of forcing me to think about it. Corey Davis, they both have a really good matchup.
That's for me too.
Yeah, they both have a really good matchup. He's saying Corey Davis. I love Brandon Ayuk. I have him in my starting lineup in a lot of places. I'm gonna stick with Brandon Ayuk. So if George is out of the bathroom yet, are you still there to break this tie, George or Mike?
Anybody there?
No.
I go with Corey Davis. Sorry, I was on mute. I said it like 3 times. Yeah, no, I'd go with Corey Davis right here. I like Corey Davis a lot today.
Okay. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, man. Good luck this week.
I was also on mute. I would have gone with Corey Davis as well.
There you go. Listen, I'm gonna go with George wiping his butt. But he can do. We can say whatever we want. Justin wants to say Sanders, Sly, Gano.
This is a Mike question. I just want to throw that out there. We don't answer kicker questions. Every time we try to answer these kicker questions, we get yelled at by Mike in the background. So
No, I would go with Miles Sanders here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Play Miles Sanders over Sly Gano all day.
I am picking Jason Sanders here, though. Just saying. And I did that. You know how I did that? I quickly went and looked up some rankings, kicker rankings, because I have no idea. It's funny. I honestly don't play in any leagues anymore that has kickers.
yeah,
I'm not in one league with kickers anymore.
Yeah, I was just going to try to look through and see who was playing indoors, but I honestly can't even remember who 2 of these guys play for.
So Sanders plays for Miami. Sly plays
Oh, I just picked him
for Carolina. And
that's the one I knew, Carolina.
Gano, I don't remember who Graham Gano plays for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whatever.
They also move around a lot now. We don't stay with teams. Dana has another question. She's getting that. She's totally getting her Patreon's worth this morning. PPR, one running back, one running back, one wide receiver, one flex. And I said it out of order and then was reading it and I couldn't get it out. Chris Godwin, Keenan Allen, Beasley, Ayuk, Coleman, Josh Jacobs. He's questionable. I haven't seen any update if he's expected to play or not. And Singletary. Well, you guys discuss this. I'm going to go look up Josh Jacobs.
So I'm going to go Keenan Allen over Godwin and Beasley and Ayuk. Like how can you not play Keenan Allen the way he's just been tearing it up?
The only way you could not play Keenan Allen is if you evidently have one of Dana's teams.
Yes.
But
right?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, with that matchup, because Herbert's going to get his. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, but I'm still gonna lean really heavy towards that flex being a wide receiver here also.
Everything I'm reading right now about Josh Jacobs is saying that he's playing, but it hasn't been official yet. We don't have the official word, so take that into account.
Yeah, I mean, and he's playing the Colts too, so that's something to be considered as well. I think, and I might stick with Gallman there.
I'm going to go Gallman there.
So
All right, so Keenan Allen and Gallman.
We've got Keenan Allen, and then we're going to make Jason decide who the flex is.
Sounds good.
mean, it's going to be Beasley for me.
Beasley. Okay, I can dig that. That was, yeah, I can dig that.
All right. So Dana, we helped you out once again. Any more questions? Let us know. All right, and the real Nash, the realist Nash, Boyd, AB, or Ayuk?
Like as in the realest Nash of them all.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go AB here.
I like AB here. I know Justin is high on Ayuk, so you can try and talk me out of AB for Ayuk, but I think AB here.
I won't try to talk you out of it. I think it's still a good matchup. I think it's still – we already talked about AB earlier and his potential in a potentially high-flying game. So I'm not going to talk you out of it. I just know that I would probably lean Ayuk.
Ayuk, okay. Dalton Schneider. Hunt, AB, Russell Gage, Jarvis, pick 2 half-point PPR.
This one's easy for me.
Pick
Well,
2.
then go ahead.
It's Jarvis and AB for me.
That's where I was leaning as well.
That's where I was leaning. Yeah. I mean, I like Russell Gage with no Julio. I think he'll have an uptick in targets, but I'm still going to go with Jarvis and AB.
All right, and we have a caller. Caller, you're on with the Blitz. If you need George to go back into the bathroom, we can send him back there, but let us know what you need.
What up, though?
What up, Al?
You already know what time it is.
It's DJ Please time.
What up, though? Y'all all right? Good morning. Good morning. Everybody feeling good?
Feeling good. Justin got this little cough I'm worried about. Luckily, we're doing this show from 6 feet apart.
All right. Yeah, good deal. Social distancing.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, look, I'm starting Eckler and Giovanni Bernard. I missed out on Cam Akers, so we'll get over that. I don't trust CH this week. Last week, I got burned. I luckily got a win still, but I got burned. So, I'm chilling with him. As far as defense, should I play the Panthers over the Cardinals? I just been streaming defenses. I had the Cardinals, but now I'm looking at the Panthers, and I remember Denver is trash. I'm sorry, Mike.
Oh,
I think I'm
man.
sticking with the Cardinals still because if do we know yet if Daniel Jones is playing or not? Because either way, it doesn't matter to me. He is playing, so he's that. I don't know if you actually was able to see that hamstring pull when it happened, but if you go back and watch it frame by frame, you can literally see the muscle on his calf because he had his knee lifted up like at a 90-degree angle when it pulled, and you could see that muscle went like 3 times. It bounced. So I think it's pretty serious if you think about it. He went back out the next play to try to play through it, and he knew right away he couldn't play. I think it's going to really hamper his running ability. And if you have a Daniel Jones who's not been real accurate this season at quarterback without able to run the ball, it's going to make it a pretty one-dimensional team. And I think that's going to really help the Cardinals defense.
Did George just leave and come back with a mask on and it disappeared? George, you got weird shit going on this morning.
What are you talking about?
Mike, you'll have to play that back later and tell me if I'm crazy. I was gonna say I'm gonna say the Panthers. I'm gonna say the Panthers this week, George. What do you? I do. I want to play against the Broncos and Drew Lock and that crew. I'm taking the Panthers.
I am as well.
I mean, I get it. I get wanting to play against Daniel Jones. He's a turnover machine. He's not 100% healthy. He's gonna have to throw the ball instead of run it. I get all of those things, but that doesn't dissuade me from playing a defense against the dumpster fire that is the 2020 Denver Broncos. If COVID was a team, it'd be the 2020 Jets. But if the new strain of COVID was a team, it'd be the Denver Broncos.
Oh man.
Wow. I'm once again, Jason has left me speechless.
Yeah,
All right,
Cardinals are going to have 4 sacks and 2 turnovers.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that one definitely. With the tight end, I also streamed tight ends. Now I had Jonnu Smith. He let me down as well. I dropped him because I had to make a move, but he's still available. So I've heard things y'all have said about Jonnu Smith today. But I also have Corey Davis. I'm starting in the flex as well. So I got Dalton Schultz right now. Should I still roll with Jonnu Smith or pick up Hurst, Atkins? Those are my choices. Shit, Jordan Reed too, but no, thank you.
I'm going to throw this one to Justin because I believe Dalton Schultz was his floater of the week.
It's just the streamer of the week. Just the streamer of the week.
You should call them floaters of the week, Justin. Stay on brand here.
Well, we're on brand for most things. Like I do have a turtle head of the week that's supposed to be poking out soon and that sort of thing. But we don't want to go too overboard with it because, it does kind of disgust some people for some reason. It's a perfectly natural thing. I don't understand why people get disgusted, but maybe for the t-shirts we might. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, man, because I like Jonnu too. Like I don't have Jonnu as a streamer because Jonnu isn't typically he's well owned in most leagues, so I can't count him as a streamer. When we do our streamers, it's 60% owned or less. So you can go out and pick them up off of waivers, and that's why I had the other option. I had the Bengals tied in this week for your streamer, but I think if I had the opportunity to get Jonnu, I'd still get him because he's got a good matchup this week, and whenever they're all healthy, they're going to be throwing the ball a lot. I don't know. I think I would still stick with Jonnu personally.
There's a long way to go to get to Jonnu where I was when we started.
Yes.
So Jonnu.
Yeah.
But listen, I do appreciate the explanations though. It gives the listeners, it gives Al a reason why. I was just gonna say Jonnu and move on. So thank you, Justin.
Just let me know if I talk too much. I can stop.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Jason does show that to me. He's used to people who talk too much.
I'll make that switch right now. And then I guess that's it because I want to flex Corey Davis. I already started Bobby Trees, and I got Chris Godwin. So I can't play – well, I'm not playing DJ Chark or T. Higgins, but I can't play Deontay Johnson. So that's straight. And as far as QBs, am I straight with Deshaun Watson over Josh Allen?
Can we go back to this? Wait. Deontay Johnson? You're not playing Deontay Johnson?
No, I was going to flex Corey Davis this week.
No, I don't care how much googly eyes Jason has for Corey Davis. Sir, I need you to start Deontay Johnson.
Who are your other wide receivers that this is your flex option?
So he was playing Corey. So here's the one I was going to say because I might keep Corey Davis over Chris Godwin this week. Am I crazy, guys?
Kinda.
I think what you should do is
let me get options first, and then we'll see. Robert Woods already started. I had Chris Godwin, Corey Davis, DJ Chark, T. Higgins, and Deontay Johnson.
Man, I feel like you got to get Deontay Johnson in there. I think Yeah, who's
I know it's too late. Sorry.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I think you pick up Jonnu and start him and then bench Corey Davis.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right, and then
Normally,
Deontay Johnson and the flex.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, and Al, is that all we got this week? Because we're gonna have to say goodnight to Justin. Justin's got to go take a test. Not a COVID test, even though he's coughing. He's got some college to get to.
he mentioned something about a quarterback, Josh Allen, and who?
Deshaun Watson. Who start?
I like being on the show, so I'm going to say Josh Allen.
I'm going to say Josh Allen just because he's got all his weapons.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I've already said I think that the Steelers' defense is taking a big slide with all their injuries. I think throwing the ball is going to be the way they're going to have to win this game this week.
All right, that'll work. All right, man. Appreciate y'all. Good luck. Everybody be safe. Stay safe.
Take it easy.
Appreciate you, Al.
Bye, Al. And then
All right.
Justin, before you get out of here, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, and then go ace that test.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So you can catch us at Toilets and Titles. My personal Twitter handle is at JustinFF_. On Tuesday nights, we record live from our new Moonlight and Outdoor studio. You can catch Moonlight and Outdoor on YouTube as well. And sounds like I'm going to start getting more involved in a lot of projects with you fine fellas over at Sleeper Wire as well. So I'm interested to see where that's going to go. And hit me with some ideas for possible guests on DMs. I've got I want to tease one that's almost a definite. It's I'm not going to say a name, but it is a Major League Baseball player. So I'm pretty excited about that guest. I know this is a fantasy football pod, but my other show that's going to be on MLO is going to be all sports. So I'm pretty excited about it.
That's fantastic.
Right on.
You know, after your test, you'll have to come back and let me know which the baseball player is. Don't tell anybody, I promise.
Right on. All right. Take it easy, fellas.
Have a good rest of your week, Justin.
Yeah.
So real quick,
All right.
before we get to the next call, I know we got a couple calls pending here. I do want to go over, though, real quick, the who's active and who's inactive officially. Brandon Cooks is officially out. DeAndre Swift is active. Don't trust him. Daniel Jones is active. Kenyon Drake is active. DeAndre Hopkins active. Leonard Fournette is out. Kyle Rudolph is out. Irv Smith is active. And Andy Isabella for deeper leagues is out.
All right. And with all that, we have another caller. Caller, you're on with the Blitz. What's your name? Where you from?
Hello, guys. My name's Josh. I have a quick one for you.
Hey, what's up, Josh?
What's up, Josh?
I just have my wide receiver 2, a choice between Deebo Samuel and Jarvis Landry. It's a full PPR.
I'm going to take a shot at Jarvis Landry here.
Yeah, I am as well.
Mike, you down with that?
I can dig it. Yeah, I like me some Jarvis Landry.
All right, that's 3 for Jarvis Landry.
All right. Thanks, guys. You have a nice day.
You too, man.
Good luck this week.
This week. Look at that. So Justin leaves, and we get to see the pretty face of Mike Dirty Jobs 21.
And you don't get to hear me apparently.
No.
I only give you half of something, like it's going to be one thing or the other there.
Mike, I've been told since I was a little kid, either don't half-ass anything. Either whole-ass it or don't do it at all.
Well, from what I've heard, half of Mike is more than enough for most people.
That's
This
a
is
fact.
true.
Right
This
there.
is a fact. Spitting facts this week.
Spitting facts.
All right, so with that, we're going to jump into our next call. Caller, you're on with the Blitz. What's your name? Where you from?
Yo, what's up, fellas? This is Sean from Jersey. How are you guys doing?
Good. How we doing, man?
Good. How about you?
Good. So listen, I have pretty much had it with my tight end, Hunter Henry. But since I'm in the playoffs, do I start him today in a full PPR, or do I start Logan Thomas?
I feel like I can't sit Logan Thomas with the production that guy's had lately and how involved he's been in the offense. I'm playing me some Logan Thomas.
I don't hate it with Brandon Cooks out this week. You would expect to see more targets go Logan Thomas's way, so I don't hate that at all.
Wait, Logan Thomas plays for the Redskins.
Oh,
For the
I'm sorry. I'm thinking Atkins for
Yeah.
for Houston. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, then I'm going to go Hunter Henry. although I will say I am a Hunter Henry guy. Like I've got him in a ton of dynasty leagues. I think he's a good tight end. He's not getting you what you expected when you drafted him, but he's not going out there killing you every week. I mean, the tight end position itself is just bad. So
I'm torn on this one because I have Hunter Henry rated much higher this week than I have Logan Thomas. I have Logan Thomas rated low enough where at least I still know who he plays for. No, I know. I'm gonna say Logan Thomas this week because he has been scoring every week. He's gotten a ton of targets week in and week out the last several weeks. The 49ers defense doesn't scare me. I'm gonna say Logan Thomas.
All right, that's pretty much what I was leaning towards. So hopefully, if I win the chip this year, I'll put you guys' names on it.
Hey, thanks, man. But put your own name on it because you set your own roster. We're just here to help. Just spread the word. Maybe not within your league, but at least outside your league. I listen to you guys faithfully, so I've definitely told my league about you guys. So you guys, that's a mistake.
Doing what you're doing, man. Definitely appreciate it.
Well, that's a rookie move. Telling your league about it.
No, tell everybody. Shut up, Jason. You tell everybody about it. See, Jason's just afraid of competition. That's what it is. Jason likes to play in those work leagues where he can dominate everybody. And,
but
and like, oh yeah, what's that?
You're in those leagues.
No, I'm not. I didn't do a work league this year or last year.
I didn't do a work league this year either, but I have won more in our home league since I've been in it than you have. Actually, three times. Well, I don't know what 0. You can't 3 times 0. But I've won 3 times since I've been in our home league. How many have you won?
I've won it twice.
Not since I've been in it. Thanks. All right, we can move on now.
Boom.
Setting it up so I can knock it down. Thanks, George.
You're welcome.
Dedicated 1, and yes, I read that multiple times so I could actually read it properly before I called it out here. Good morning, guys. Love the show. Better play for today. Tim Patrick, Kiki QT, also T.Y. Hilton or DJ Chark. So Patrick or QT? I'm gonna say QT.
Yeah, I'm going
QT, and it's not really even that close for me.
Nope.
And then T.Y. Hilton or AB Shark? Do.
Give me Hilton here.
Yeah, Hilton here as well.
He's been getting it done. DJ Chark hasn't. He's been getting it done, but inconsistently.
All right, and we've got another call. So, caller, you're on with the Blitz. What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, hello guys. Good morning.
Hey, how
Good morning.
Good. My name's Rod from Elk Grove Village, Illinois, and I have a real quick RB2 question, standard league. I lost CMC and Gibson, but thank God for Akers saving me Thursday. My question is, would you start Mike Davis or Kenyon Drake?
That's ugly, but I think I'm starting Drake today.
Yeah, I think I'm going Drake as well.
Yeah.
Drake, okay. I can start. Well, I have McLaurin in my flex. You're not worried about McLaurin at Frisco. I'm thinking of the revenge game for the QB. I'm having a brain fart here. I forgot the quarterback for Washington, but yeah, he's playing against Frisco. It's pretty much a set it and forget it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he is. He had a down week last week, but I think he picks it back up this week.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, guys. So Kenny and Drake, appreciate it. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year if I don't talk to you again.
Yep. Good luck, man. Take
Well,
them playoffs down, buddy.
You're
Thank
going to
you.
win this week, so you are going to talk to us next week, but Merry Christmas anyway.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. All right.
Bye, guys. All right. So we are now at Pac-Man. Pac-Man-y. Is it Pac-Man-y? Can it be Pac-Man-y?
Pac-Man.
Which is puts him right behind Pac-Man D and right before Pac-Man F.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm trying to get out of the toilet bowl. Should I start Tim Patrick, Alec Lazard, or Curtis Samuel at wide receiver? And then, well, let's start there. I want to say Curtis Samuel. Guys, am I crazy?
Yep, because Alan Lazard is the choice.
Yeah, I think with DJ Moore sideline today, I think I'm going Curtis Samuel.
I mean, that was my thought. So no DJ Moore, no CMC.
Right.
And
exactly.
And they've been trying to get Curtis Samuel involved in all kinds of ways. So that's why I was thinking Curtis Samuel.
I'm going Alan Lazard.
All right. So 2-1 there. And then Schultz or Hurst this week.
I'm going to go Schultz.
I think I'm going to go Hurst. I'm going to go out on a limb. The guy should be good, and I don't know why he's not. So I think I'm going to go with Hurst. I'm going to give him another chance this week.
I'll break the tie. And I'm going to say Schultz.
No, I almost feel bad that we got to that question after Justin left. Like, I feel being like the toilets from Titles guy, any toilet bowl question should definitely be directed to him.
Yield to the chair.
Yep.
So we have another phone call. So caller, you're on with the Blitz. What's your name? Where you're from?
Hey, I'm from Phoenix area, Arizona.
Hey, how we doing, Phoenix?
Hey.
Pretty good. So I made it into the playoffs, and even though I have CMC, who is out, and Galladay, who's out as two of my top three picks, look pretty good overall. But I'm wondering between I got three players, and I need to choose two of them. I have Melvin Gordon, I have Kareem Hunt, and then I picked up Russell Gage. So basically, you need to start two of those three, bench one. Not sure which way to go. I'm with Julio being out. I'm pretty sure Gage is going to have a good game, but I'm not sure if he's worth throwing in over one of those other guys.
So who was the first one again? Because all of a sudden I forgot.
It's okay. I've got Melvin Gordon, Russell Gage, and Kareem Hunt.
So for me, it's Melvin Gordon and Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, same. I got to go with volume plays. I want volume when we're talking about playoffs. Give me the volume plays.
Yep, give me volume. Not an issue.
Makes sense. And I got one more for you, if that's all right.
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep. Hit us with it.
All right. Tight end spot. Goddard's done pretty good for me. I have him, but with going up against a tough defense and with the rookie quarterback, I'm considering benching him for Hayden Hurst. So what do you guys think about that one? PPR.
Like I was saying, I like Hayden Hurst today. I feel like he's going to actually get into the end zone. I don't think he's going to give you much more than that. I think he's going to be like he always is, and that's touchdown dependent. So he's going to give you 4 for 44 and a touchdown. If he doesn't get the touchdown, he's going to get you that 4 for 44 though. So it's however you feel about that kind of analysis, because that's what I have him doing today.
Yeah, I honestly am kind of worried about playing anybody on the Eagles at this moment. Rookie quarterback, you really don't know what you're getting. And I was saying it in the preseason, like I like Jalen Hurts as a quarterback. I think he's going to be a very good quarterback. I'm not going to say he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying he's going to be, an All-Pro. Jason always gives a litmus test of Andy Dalton. If you've got a quarterback better than Andy Dalton, you got a quarterback. If you don't have a quarterback better than Andy Dalton, you need a quarterback. I think Hurts is going to end up being better than Andy Dalton. So I think they've got a very good quarterback in Hurts. I like him a lot, but I want to be able to see what that offense looks like with him. and going up against, I believe they're playing the Saints. I don't want nothing to do with that. So I'm not playing Goddard, even though if I was forced to play any position for the Eagles this week, it would be the tight end and tight end only.
Yeah, and
I appreciate the help, guys.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Good luck this week. We'll talk to you next week when you've advanced.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. You know, it's funny. Every time I say that, somebody laughs. Like
They chuckle like, I'm not getting there, bud.
I'm not getting by.
We got you here. We're gonna get you there, bud.
Exactly right. So we have another caller on the line. So we're gonna roll right into that caller. You're on with the Blitz. What's your name? Where you from?
Hello, this is Jordan. I have an urgent tight end question today, guys.
Excellent. What do we got, Jordan?
So my tight ends are pretty much equal in every way you could look at, especially this week. I have Hunter Henry and Eric Ebron. I'm starting Herbert over Watson this week, and I love the stack, but it's hard to trust the stack, especially in the playoffs. What do you guys think?
I'm stacking and I'm not looking back. I like Hunter Henry this week. Kind of the same lines that I'm giving Hayden Hurst, the 4 for 44 with a touchdown. I give him a pretty decent touchdown probability today. So I feel like Hunter Henry's the call here. What do you guys think?
I'm on board with Hunter Henry. I already said I am a Hunter Henry guy. I think he is one of the better tight ends in the league. It hasn't come through this year, but I still think he is one of the better tight ends in the league. I'm not going to sit him this week.
And I agree. I think Ebron had some opportunities last week he dropped. And that's kind of been a thing for him in the past, not recent past, but like in the past. And if that starts to creep back in, I'm a little worried about his opportunities. They love him down in the red zone, but I think Henry's got a better opportunity this week.
Perfect. To be honest, I've switched out tight ends all year. Someone actually dropped Hunter Henry, a rookie in my league, so I was happy to grab him. I was rocking with Gronk for a little bit, dropped him. Had Johnny Smith, dropped him, and then I just ended up with Hunter Henry and Ebron. Ebron was still available on waivers, so I got the kind of team that I have space available, so I just nabbed him just in case.
Good work, man. That's why you're in the playoffs.
Thank you, gentlemen. You have a great day, and wishing you guys the best of your matchups.
Yep, you too, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Yep.
And we're going to keep that call train rolling. Caller, you're on with the Blitz. What's your name? Where are you from?
Oh, it helps if the guy clicks accurately.
What's up, guys? It's Curtis from Miami.
Curtis.
What's up, Curtis?
Curtis, it's 11:51. You had me nervous.
I was really worried about you, Curtis, because I didn't get to talk to you on the mail sack either. I was like, "What the heck is going on? Did we lose Curtis?"
Nah, because I'm on a road coming back. I was in Jacksonville for the week.
Oh, there you go.
Because my girl had she had a bench and shit, and she told me I couldn't be on my phone, so I wasn't on the phone.
Hey, yeah, that happens, man. Well, then you did the right thing.
All right, guys. Quick question for you guys. Let me run these off for you. All right, guys. This weekend, full PPR in my flex. Would you rather play a crazy person drop? He dropped DJ Chark. I would pick him up anyway just to pick him up. So would you rather play DJ Chark, or would you rather play Debo Samuels?
I'd rather play Debo.
Yep, I'm playing Debo here
Debo,
too.
all right. If you rather play Debo Samuels, another question then. Would you rather play Debo, or would you rather play Josh Jacobs if Josh Jacobs is playing?
So Josh Jacobs is active. So Josh Jacobs is active, so they expect him to play. I think I'm still leaning Debo, but it's a lot closer.
Yeah, that's tough. Josh Jacobs is going to be the guy who I'm getting for volume. I'm a little bit worried about how they're going to be able to get Deebo Samuels going, but they always seem to figure out ways to do that. I got to lean Josh Jacobs there, though. If he's on the field, I'm playing the volume play at the running back.
And that's where I'm leaning to. I'm taking Jacobs there.
All right. That's cool. All right. That league is settled. Okay. And on my other league, this is my 8-man league, so it's gonna sound crazy. All right. Who would you rather play this week? Would you rather play Russell Wilson, or would you rather play Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers.
This week, I think I'd go with Russell Wilson.
Ooh, you're gonna make me break the tie.
Yep.
I'm taking Aaron Rodgers against the Lions.
Yep.
Oh man, Russell Wilson against the Jets. Holy crap. That's tough.
I'm saying, yeah,
I know.
tough.
I'm still taking Aaron Rodgers.
I'm taking both. I'm gonna put both in there. I'm gonna try to
put Russell Wilson at the flex spot.
There you go. Put Russell Wilson in your tight end position. I've heard about people doing that this year.
I would. That's been a pain in my ass all year in that league. All right. Another quick question. Who would you rather play this week? Would you rather play in my flex? Actually, I'll give you a rundown quick. All right, my 3 receivers I have right now. I'm starting Tyreek Hill, who's locked in. I won't take him on my line no matter what. And then I have Diop. Diop has been fucking me royally lately. I'm getting nervous about playing him nowadays. I have Adam Thielen who I have in the flex. But I was thinking about doing this. I'm moving out of flex and putting him in my actual spot as receiver. And my flex position, I was debating between D-Hop and Ronald Jones because Fournette is not playing today. So would you rather play Fournette or would you rather play D-Hop this week?
This is gonna sound crazy. I'd rather Fournette's out.
I was gonna say, didn't you say Fournette was out? Yeah,
Fournette's out. Yeah.
So I would rather play D-Hop.
I would.
No, he's talking about
inactive Leonard Fournette.
Oh, he's talking about Ronald Jones.
No, sorry. No, I have Ronald Jones.
He has Ronald Jones. He wants Ronald Jones or D-Hop, and I'm still playing D-Hop.
Yeah, I can't sit DeAndre Hopkins. That's crazy talk.
Okay, if that's the case, in my running back position, would you rather play Ronald? Would you rather play Ronald Jones or would you rather play David Montgomery?
David Montgomery. George is the
Both got
tiebreaker.
good matches. And my other running back.
Wait, we didn't hold on, Curtis. Hold on, Curtis. Slow down, man. We split that one. So we got to get the third. Ronald Jones, Ronald Jones, or David Montgomery.
Who are the Bears playing again? Green Bay.
The Bears are playing
Houston, and that bad defense.
Houston, we have a problem. I'm going to go with Ronald Jones.
Okay.
All right.
Next, now the next question.
Okay, guys. All right, we go him. All right, but last question. All right, who would you rather play this week as another week? It is between Jonathan Taylor and Ronald Jones.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yep, Jonathan Taylor for me too.
All right, guys. And I am good to go. Actually, no. Last question. What defense are you feeling this week more? The Pittsburgh Steelers against Buffalo, or New Orleans Saints against Philadelphia?
New York or New Orleans. I mean the Saints. Sorry, the Saints for sure.
The Saints are the number one defense this week.
Yeah, the Saints have been the number one defense over the last 5 weeks, I believe. And there's no reason to think against Jalen Hurts that that's going to change.
All right, then, guys. And I'm good to go.
Excellent, Curtis. Well, I'm glad you're back from Jacksonville. I'm glad you had a good, safe trip, man. And welcome back to it. And good luck this week.
All right, guys. Appreciate that.
Heck yeah.
Later, Curtis.
All right, and I think, Mike, let me know. We're all clear, right?
Nope, we actually have one more.
All right, we're going to roll right into the next one. Your caller, you're on Blitz. What's your name? Where are you from?
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I'm alive, and I'm just
Steve's
calling in
back.
the show.
He's alive. Nobody
14
believed you were alive.
You guys are killing it, man.
Loving it. How you doing, brother? So you're feeling better? We all like to hear that. I know everybody was asking about you, saying, is Steve going to make it? And the answer is yes, Steve made it.
Yeah, I'm not dead, even though George wanted me dead. But, I mean, I'm all right. I'm good to go.
I didn't want
It's
you
inappropriate for
dead. I
him
just
to
said
send
you.
Hitman over there and stuff like that. I don't really know what George's beef is, but I guess here we are, right?
I didn't say I wanted you dead.
No, I just want to call in and say hi to everybody. And, you know, I really want to give a big shout out, though, to George and Jason. I put it in the chat earlier. But, I mean, you guys have been doing this for a couple of years now, and this is a huge year. And what you guys do for Toys for Tots, man, is huge. So I'm not sure how many people are still listening, watching, or whatever. But if you guys have been following these guys put in a ton of work throughout the year and do this amazing thing every single year, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and exceed their goals and expectations. So I really wanted to give you guys a big shout out on that.
Well, thanks, man.
I appreciate that.
I shouldn't say thanks for these guys. I don't do anything for Toys for Tots, so I got to separate myself. But yeah, these guys do some incredible work here.
You know, as good as it feels to hear that, like, I do have to reiterate that George and I are really lucky to have a community behind us that really is supportive and wants to do good for people. You know, as much as it's good to hear that, you know, people appreciate what George and I do. Like, it really is. It couldn't be anything without people like. I mean, first of all, without Sleeper Wire allowing us to plug it on here and give us a voice, even though Sleeper Wire is its own charity, and we want to push that as well. But you know, being able to have a fantasy football platform and being able to go out and raise that kind of money, 100% is all. It's just because this group that we've put together, these people that donate money and willing to be in multiple leagues and jump in and help when needed, like that really is the big thing. And every year being able to buy toys and making the coordinator for Toys for Tots cry. And this year, George and I are going to get to go watch them hand out the toys. They invited us to come see what, you know, the good that we all did. That, like, thank you for saying it, and again, thank you to everybody who's donated along the way, because none of this happens without people being willing to participate. So a big shout out to all of our listeners and everybody willing to jump in. George?
No, I've got nothing to add. Like, you killed it. Your words are better than my words. You've got the best words. So I'm just going to go with thank you.
That's the easy route out there, George.
You know, like,
I mean,
I appreciate everybody's willingness to help out, to play in these leagues, to willing to trust both Jason and I to do what we say we're going to do. It's kind of funny. Like, I shared a thing on Facebook the other day. I'm sure I know Jason's seen it. I think the two of you and Mike have seen it as well. It's where we started, and it was just me, Jason, Neil, and one of the other guys from the Fantasy Life app. We all met up in Orlando, and we thought we were cool because we had, 2.5 carts full of toys that we were donating to Toys for Tots. We literally begged and begged and begged and begged on the Fantasy Life app for people to donate to us to go buy these toys, and we raised something close to like $900 the first year. And it was, it was $500 is what we raised the first year. It was $540 to be exact. And we got close to $900 worth of toys, and we thought it was cool. And our wives actually surprised us that year with Pro Bowl tickets, which was really freaking cool. But I couldn't have imagined, like, 5 years ago, where we were just begging for money and whatnot, to have it turn into what it's turned into. It's literally a year-round thing. We've already started collecting money for next year. I've got a playoff challenge that'll be coming up that I do every single year. that the money goes towards Tots. The playoff challenge is kind of where we kick off our fundraising ventures. And again, like couldn't imagine it's gone from begging for money to us being able to send money to different states and whatnot. It's truly been phenomenal. And again, the only word I can really come up with is thank you.
So I potted a picture
awesome,
there.
man. I mean, this is playoff time, and so on and so forth. And the fantasy aspect is a smaller portion of what really goes on in the community. To what you guys do, to what guys like Scott Fish does. It's huge. It's definitely worth the recognition, even though we're sitting here in a tough year, and this is playoff time. But I'm gonna get going, guys. I don't want to tie up the line anymore. I just wanted to call in, say hi, say hello to everybody. Hopefully everybody is going to be able to enjoy their holidays the best that they can. And again, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to you guys.
Thank you, Steve. Truly appreciate it.
Yep, truly appreciate you, Steve. Definitely, and definitely glad you're doing good, man. Kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, man, I'm alive.
That's
I'm
what
like,
Despite what George says, that's the important.
I mean, love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Later, Steve.
For those of you watching, I potted up the picture of what we were able to buy this year, and we'll get back to your questions and if we have calls in a second. But just wanted to mention just some quick numbers. We were able to get something. We got 18 bikes, 6 mini tricycles, 8 Razor scooters, an electric Razor scooter, something like 40 fishing poles, and then just an absolute 15-foot U-Haul truck full of toys. So again, if you are hearing this and want to do something, keep an eye out. I'm at BFTG Pod or at BFTG Jason. Like George said, there's going to be a playoff challenge where we're gonna have an opportunity for you to win probably a prize. And then I do a Super Bowl prop bet challenge every year. It's a $10 buy-in, and it's a 50-50. Half can go to the winner and half can go to the charity. So those are the things. Those are a couple of things we've got coming up at the end of this year to start working on next year's Toys for Tots. So with that, let's get back into it. It looks like we've got a couple more phone calls, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this screen down, get our beautiful faces back up, and bring up the next caller. Caller, you're on the Blitz. What's your name? Where are you from?
There we go.
Mike, hit the button.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning. How you doing? What's your name? Where you from?
I'll transition from what's a meaningful conversation you guys are having there to such a meaningless thing such as fantasy football. Right?
Hey, there you go, man. But hey, it's that meaningless thing that brought us all together in the first place, right? So
Well, and it's that meaningful thing that raised the money. So like it's meaningful to all those kids, because without it, they wouldn't be getting Christmases like they are. So what you got for us?
For sure. Hey, just last second lineup advice. So Julio's out, and Gaskin went out for me, so that ultimately ends up freeing up a flex spot for me that I got to fill. So on my bench, I have Mostert, Ayuk, Evans. I picked up Curtis Samuel when I threw Gaskin into my IR slot yesterday, but I'm just not sure if to play one of those 4 guys or if to go ahead and pick up Beasley or Gallman, who are also available still on the wire for some reason. Just not sure which one to roll with. I don't know that I can really trust Evans. Touchdown dependent, and with the offense that spreads the ball as much as they do. Just really struggling on who to throw in there, and it is full PPR.
it is easily Beasley for me, but I don't know about you guys.
So I like Gallman. He's been a top 6 running back, like since week 6 or 7, I think it is. So he's been absolutely crushing it. The fact that he's still under waiver wire is kind of surprising. So I'm going to go with Gallman here.
Looking at
not worried about it being touchdown dependent in Gallman's case.
I'm sorry. What was the question? Sorry.
You're not worried about it being touchdown dependent in Gallman's case.
Why would I worry about that? He's been killing it every week. He's been getting them. Like No, I'm not worried about it.
So here's the problem. I was gonna say Evans, so I'm gonna switch sides to take one of these guys. I have Evans running higher than both Gallman and Beasley, but if I had to take one between the two, the tie for me goes to the runner, and I take Gallman.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I had Gaskin initially in my lineup, right? I prefer to throw somebody that's going to get quote unquote guaranteed touches, right?
Exactly. Yep.
As opposed to a receiver. So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm liking feedback there. Just one of those things with the lineup decisions people make at the last second. I tend to second guess myself a lot, and I usually second guess the wrong way.
Yeah. So the thing I like about Gallman is he's getting high volume touches. So since week 7, he got 10, 12, 14, 18, 24, 16. He scored at least one touchdown in every game but one. The only game he did not score a touchdown was last week at Seattle, but he gave you 16 for 135. So even if he doesn't get in, he's been producing. Like he's a very safe play. If you want a safe play, I would go with Gallman. If you want, something with higher upside, I would go Mike Evans.
Makes sense. Cool. All right, fellas, well, appreciate it. Especially all the advice with the last minute stretch here with the playoff run, and good luck with the charity event you got going on there with the Toys for Tots and all that. Hopefully everything pulls through all right with that.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Good luck this week.
Yes, thank you.
All right, and we've got another phone call. So, caller, you're on with Blitz. What's your name? Where are you from?
I think that's me. My name is Patrick. I'm here in Kansas City. How's it going?
Hey,
Patrick.
Hey, Patrick, I got very bad news for you, sir. My Dolphins are going to smack that ass today.
You think so?
No, I don't. I'll be honest. If I want to be honest and true to myself, the answer to that question is honestly no.
Right? You can't count out Mahomes ever.
No, never, ever.
Well, and so I like to think I do a pretty good job of being unbiased in my fantasy football decisions. But this year's draft, I definitely was not, and I drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire, number 4 overall. And we'll say that hasn't worked out too well so far. But
somebody should have been listening to me all off season and all season long.
Fact.
So I don't think I've benched him all year, except for last week, obviously, and I'm finally ready to. But I'm trying. It's either him or J.K. Dobbins, and I love J.K. Dobbins as a player, but he is sharing carries with 2 other running backs as well as a quarterback, and I don't feel good about either one of them, honestly. I'm just trying to figure out what you guys thought about Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Is obviously the number 1, but he's the number 1 on the team that doesn't run the ball, and he just got done losing 10 pounds with the flu. So I still don't trust him either.
So I'm going with CEH this week. Miami is down 2 of its starting linebackers, Kyle Van Noy and the other linebacker is escaping me at this minute, but they're down 2 of their starting linebackers. I'm going to lean CEH.
Okay. Yeah, I saw Van Noy was out. I didn't realize anybody else was.
Yeah, Miami's all banged up right now.
I'm not a giant fan of CEH, but I am less of a fan of running backs against Cleveland. Cleveland's been getting it done against running backs, and like you said, he's also sharing a backfield, even though he's clearly the best running back there. So I'm going to say CEH this week as well.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better about not being a homer and just picking him because I feel like he's the better play. So I appreciate you guys' help and best of luck with the charity. And I appreciate it.
Yep. Good luck this
Yep,
week.
no problem. Thank you. Good luck. Don't call us back next week and let me know how you feel about your Chiefs losing to the Miami Dolphins.
I really doubt that's going to happen. But
Yeah.
I do too, but damn it, I want to smack talk.
Listen, last time you smack talk, they played the Denver Broncos, and how
I
that
didn't
worked
smack
out.
talk I didn't smack talk that game at all.
Yes. Oh, you are a damn liar. You smack talk the shit out of Fallon.
No, I
You are a
didn't. You know
goddamn
what?
liar.
No, you know why I didn't? Because I knew if the Dolphins lost that game, God, I'd never hear the end of it from her. So I purposely did not say a damn thing to her about that game.
You smack talk, dude. Okay.
Nope.
Anyway,
Nope. Did not happen.
You forget we were at work together and you were smack talking some shit against the Broncos.
No, I was saying how bad the team is. I didn't say anything about Miami going to win.
That is absolutely not true. But anyway,
100% true, because she would have said something if I did.
I'll make a wax your back bet on that, and we can talk to Jack because Jack will back me up.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
The Diesel 07, pick a running back
here. And real quick, I'm realizing, so I'm a rookie to your show here. I realize there's 3 of you. Do I have a third opinion from a third person that I didn't get yet?
Yeah.
No, it was Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I just only didn't say anything because I agreed with him. Yeah, to me, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the play.
So it's all 3 of you.
Yeah, consensus.
Okay.
We all three like
I'm rolling
him.
with them then. I'm rolling with them, and my boys are going to tell me I'm a homer, but I'm doing it anyway.
There you
I'm
go.
telling them the guys from Sleeper told me so, so I'm counting on you guys.
So I'm a Denver Broncos fan, and I can say anytime that you're going to be a homer, it's probably okay when you're a Kansas City fan. That's usually
Absolutely. That's part of the reason behind the pick, man. He was supposed to be the number 1 running back on probably the number 1 offense in the NFL.
handpicked by Patrick
And
Mahomes.
we just don't run the ball.
Yeah, handpicked.
I can say if you were a Jets fan, not a great idea to be a homer. But if you're coming off a Super Bowl with Pat Mahomes, I think you're pretty safe.
Jason, it's okay to be a homer as a Jets fan.
Yeah,
because you're talking Trevor Lawrence. So it's okay to be a homer.
When I was watching Brody Croyle play quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. But now that we've got the offense that we do, it's actually a good pick, not a homer pick.
There you go.
Listen, you've got a Bucks fan, you got a Broncos fan, and a Dolphins fan. We can all talk about shitty quarterbacks.
At least the Dolphins. At least the Dolphins and the Broncos both have a Hall of Famer in their history. Tampa does too, but Steve Young never really played for us.
No, Tampa does now.
Right. Well, hey, I think it's safe to say we've got ours behind center right now.
Oh yeah, for a long time too.
Easy.
Hey guys, I've got a jet. I've got a football party to go to, but I appreciate the help, and it's going to be the Fresh Prince of Hilaire in my lineup today.
There you go, man. Well, good luck and tear it up.
Go enjoy socially distant,
All right,
man.
Have a good day.
All right, see you. All right. So I know we got one more call.
I didn't want to tell him, but his team is in trouble this week. I just got a Twitter alert here that the Miami Dolphins are wearing their throwback uniforms. Dude, Kansas City's in a world of hurt this week.
You're gonna throw back to when you guys were mediocre.
They're wearing the old
time
throwback,
mediocre.
the Dan Marino year throwbacks.
Okay. All right. So we got another caller. We're gonna get off the Miami Dolphins
Yes.
and move on to a caller. So caller, you're on the Blitz. What's your name? Where you're from?
Yeah, hey, my name is Scott. I'm from Tennessee, and I have a question about who I should play at flex. Talking about Miami Dolphins, Devontae Parker is a contender, and then Miles Sanders as well as Antonio Brown. I'm trying to decide who I should play between the 3.
AB saved your day. That was gross up until you said Antonio Brown. I would be playing Antonio Brown.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
All right.
Same here. I think I like Antonio Brown a lot today. He likes Tom Brady. Tom Brady likes him. I think it's going to work out pretty well today on Antonio Brown.
You think he's going to get his first touchdown with the Buccaneers?
I do. I do think that is happening today.
I'm hoping they work together off the bye, and they're going to get one of these long ones to actually go forward and work this week against a really bad secondary in Minnesota.
Do you think Brown will end up getting more looks than Parker?
Probably, yeah. Because Parker's great when Fitzpatrick is in there, but Tua is playing a lot more conservative, so they're not throwing it down the field nearly as much. Go ahead, Mike.
Ooh, I was going to say that changes. I like Parker a lot. He missed a lot of easy touchdowns last week. I think Parker is actually probably going to score today too. So I'm on Parker over him.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you though. I feel like Parker's chemistry though isn't as good with Tua as it is with Fitz. But
that's because
I
Fitz
don't
plays.
know. Looking at past games, I was originally leaning towards Parker, but I don't know.
With Tua in there, I would go with Fit. I would go with AB.
All right. Well, I appreciate the advice.
Absolutely, man. Good luck this week, and tear it up, and we'll talk to you next week when you get through to get ready for the championship.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
You too. Good luck.
You too. See, every time you say that, the guy like giggles a little bit.
Right. They're like, I'm not making it. You guys need to have a little bit more faith in your fantasy teams. And I'm not even saying have more faith in us. That's okay. Don't have any faith in us. So you can do whatever you want. We're just telling you what we would do, right, in these situations. But definitely have more faith in your team than this, and a little bit more excitedness about getting it up there.
Yeah, literally every time I'm like, hey, good, we'll see you next week when you make it through the playoffs. Everybody's like, okay.
Right, yeah, right. It's like I'm going to make the playoffs. I'm going to make the next round.
Hey, can I ask you guys?
Rapid fire these things.
Can I ask you guys
a question first?
Yeah, I actually got a question in one of my leagues. Who would you guys start? It's a flex. It's Mike Davis is who I've got currently starting. My other options are Miles Sanders, Kiki Kuti, or Devontae Parker. I've narrowed it down probably to Kuti or Davis, but I really want to know what you guys think.
I'm playing Parker right there.
No, I'm playing Davis. Same reason we talked about, with DJ Moore out. I'm going to take Davis there.
All right. I'll leave Davis in. That's the league I'm playing, Mike. That's why I want to know what you guys would do.
Oh, you're going to lose, George.
All right. So we are going to rapid fire these. We have a handful of them here. So the Diesel 07, pick a running back in PPR, Duke Johnson, DeAndre Washington, Latavius Murray, or Chase Edmonds. I must say Latavius Murray against the Eagles.
I'm going to say Latavius Murray also. I like Latavius Murray today.
I don't hate it. I want to say Duke, though, to be honest.
Oh, Duke. All right, so that's and then we're going to do Cardinals or Panthers. I am taking the Panthers.
Panthers.
I'm taking the Panthers as well. I like it.
All right, Boss 906, Kiki or Debo?
Debo
for me as well. They're down 9. Full PPR need 3 of these, at least 1 wide receiver, 1 running back. Geo, Boyd, Hunt, Gurley, Washington.
I'm going Geo here.
So he needs 3.
Yeah, he needs 1 running back, a wide receiver, and a flex.
Yeah, so I am taking QT, I'm taking Geo, and I'm taking Hunt. That'll be my 3.
I'm gonna
I like Hunt, Geo, and QT as well.
Same. Go for it.
This one, I'm not going to answer because you should know my answer.
Yeah,
I'm going to the volume play at CEH. I know he hasn't been giving you the volume that we're looking for right here, but I think he gives you enough volume to get through it. Corey Davis still has AJ Brown to worry about.
Yeah, I'm going to go CEH here as well. It's sad that I'm getting ready to say it's really close, but it is really close.
It is really close. Yeah, it's close for me too. Absolutely.
So I am saying Corey Davis, but it's 2-1 CEH Corey Davis. Does it change your opinion if we jump in with Ayuk?
No,
not for me. So Shaquem Banks PPR need 2 flex. Gabriel Davis, Patterson, Pittman, or Akins?
Give me some Pittman today.
Uh,
And Gabriel Davis with John Brown out.
This has got to be a super deep league. I can't imagine you made it to the playoffs starting these guys week in, week out. I'm going to go Gabriel Davis, and I'm going to go Cordell Patterson.
That's not a bad call either. That's who I was on the fence with between him and Pittman.
I'm going to break the tie and say Pittman's had a couple down weeks. I'm going to say Patterson and Gabriel Davis. It seems, yeah. So Todd Crowley says Hayden Hurst or Logan Thomas in the same league.
They are both in the NFL. Next question.
I'm going to go with no Julio. I imagine Hayden Hurst will have a few more targets thrown his way. I'm going to go Hayden Hurst.
I got to go with Logan Thomas. He's got to prove me wrong. That's where I'm at with Logan Thomas right now. The guy's been getting it done consistently. Give me Logan Thomas today.
And I am with you, Mike. I am taking Logan Thomas. Somebody saying happy birthday to Hoos. So Hoos, happy birthday. He's also saying, so Rye Happ Jr. saying, which two to start? Sanders, Mostert, Davis, or DeAndre Washington? I think we're all going to say Davis, right? So we can move past that one. So now it's Sanders, Mostert, or DeAndre Washington.
It's Mostert and Davis.
Yeah, it's Mostert and Davis for me as well.
Yeah, I'm Mostert Davis. In another league, who should I start in the flex? Full point PPR. Boyd, Zeke, Higgins, Mike Davis.
Zeke.
Zeke for me as well. Talk shit to Sean. Is Zeke a starter this week?
Yes, my older brother is Sean. We should always talk shit to him.
Is Zeke a starter this week against the Bengals? Yes, but would you bench him for McKissick in standard scoring? And standard is the key there.
Yep.
In PPR, it's questionable. But in standard, it's not even close to Zeke.
Correct. Yep. So I said earlier I probably would bench Zeke for McKissick, but that was PPR. Going standard, it's definitely going to be Zeke.
Yeah, the problem there is in what we talked about earlier is Barber vultures those touchdowns when they get down to the goal line. So you got to worry about that. Stuart Austin 94 lost Gaskins. Where'd he go? So for my flex, DeAndre Washington, Lockett, Corey Davis, Latavius Murray, standard league. Thanks, fellas. Lockett's been down. I'm going to say Corey Davis, but I'm a Corey Davis guy, so it's what I would say.
I'm going to lean Lockett. I think I like Lockett's chances to score today as well.
Yeah, I do as well. I expect a huge game from Lockett.
Yep. Not huge, 60 yards. I've got him clocked in at 4 catches for 67 yards and a touchdown is all.
I have Corey Davis way higher than that, but I have Corey Davis for like 100 catches, 3,000 yards. But that's
I have him at 93 catches and 600 yards. So I mean, you must have only been looking at the halftime.
We'll have to discuss your guys' rankings in another show.
Francis Ventura says, need one flex. Ayuk, Drake. I'm gonna say Drake.
I'm going to say Drake here, too. Always go with the volume play for me.
Yeah, it's Drake.
Need one. Andrews or Gesicki. I think we've done this one before. I think we were 2-1 Andrews, but Mike, you weren't in on that. So
I actually like Andrews a lot today. I have him playing in a lot of my daily. That's where I'm trying to get him going in a lot of daily today.
And my dog just mooed at me. So if you don't know, I have a greyhound, and every time he shifts, like every bit of air in his lungs, because they have no body fat, squeezes out like an accordion, and it comes out sounding like a cow mooing. So there's that. Clarky 16805, Boyd or Ridley? Ridley for me without Julio.
Yeah, Ridley.
Yeah, I like Ridley today.
The Crown Bandits. Akins, Fant, or Jonnu Smith, half-point PPR. He's in the playoffs. I'm taking Jonnu here.
Same. Jonnu.
Jonnu for me, too.
Okay.
I don't like it, though.
The Crown Bandit says, I need your help from your amazing people. I talked a lot of crap to my league this year. Well, listen, you listen to us. So it's it's well placed crap duck. The Diesel 07, also half PPR flex. Mike Williams or J.D. McKissick. Herbert is the starting quarterback. I'm taking J.D. McKissick here.
Same here. I'm not. That's not a stack. I'm not going out of my way to find a stack. I just want the best player available.
And that's exactly what you're doing right there. You're going out of your way to find this stack. So yeah, nope, I'm with you.
Let's see. It just jumped all over the place for me. Sorry, thank you. T. Higgins, DJ Chark, or Mike Williams for my last wide receiver spot. Ooh, this one's tough.
I think I'm going to go Higgins.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Higgins as well.
Yeah, I think I'm going Higgins here too.
So Clarky, we just answered this for somebody else. Boyd, Ridley. It's Ridley for both of us. I know Boyd's matchup is really good, but that their quarterback situation is really bad. Drake or Mike Davis? For me, it is Drake.
Yeah, it's going to be Drake. It's super close.
Drake for me too.
T. Higgins or Chase Claypool? I'm 100% in on Chase Claypool this week.
Same here.
Yep, Chase Claypool. I don't know how you can sit him at this point. He's just been getting the volume, getting the job done.
G Money 1424. Teddy Bridgewater versus Denver. Taysom Hill versus Philadelphia. Trubisky versus Houston. George, this one's yours.
Give me that Taysom Hill versus Philadelphia, please, and thank you.
Same.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I just wanted to give you a chance. to say Trubisky if you wanted to.
No, I mean, listen, I like the GOAT. He is the goofiest of all time, but I'm definitely a big Taysom Hill homer. So
Let's see.
And his value in Superflex is apparently Deontay Johnson.
So JD McKissick or CEH in full PPR?
I'm going to go McKissick.
I'm going to say McKissick as well.
I'm going to say McKissick here.
I think we answered this one already, right? Lost Gaskins for Flex, Washington, Corey Davis, Lockett. Yeah, we did this one already.
So does it make a difference to you or Mike that they have DK already going? So playing both of the Seattle wide receivers, like, so you're hedging your bet a lot in Seattle in that game to have a huge passing game. So does that make you shy away from Lockett to Corey Davis, or would you just go based on the rankings? I assume we all got Corey Davis ranked below Tyler Lockett.
I picked Corey Davis, so you'll have to ask Mike that question.
Yeah, no, I like Lockett a lot today. I mean, I think the volume's going to be there for him. So yeah, I mean, I'm still leaning Lockett.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if Steve knows that we've still got a show going on, but he is talking a lot about naked yoga, and it is distracting me mightily because I do want to go look at it.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's nuts. I just looked it up. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. It's educational.
Dobbins, Swift. Okay. Dobbins, Swift, Miles Sanders, or Eric Ebron in the flex?
Give me Swift.
Yeah.
This is...
I'm gonna end it, and I'm just gonna say Swift, and that's 2-1.
Yeah, the only thing that scares me and have very low expectations of Swift this week is the coach already said if he plays, he's going to be very limited, and he's coming back. You know, he had COVID and injured, then he got sick, and it's just he's not going in 100%, and that does concern me.
I get what you're saying, but that's a lot of talking for being outvoted 2-1. Laszlo 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1.
We already did this one.
We did this one, so yes, twice, but it's Claypool. Ricardo Banks, PPR, 2 running backs, CEH, Sanders, McKissick, and Wilson Jr. CEH and McKissick for me here.
Yeah, same.
I'm actually going to end up picking Chark once this week. DeAndre Washington or Chark, PPR.
Same here. You got me too. Yep. Chark for the win.
Yeah.
Standard scoring, Trout 115. Jacobs, Drake, Taylor picks 2 standard.
So
Drake
I'm
and
gonna go.
Taylor.
Yeah, Drake and Taylor.
I'm gonna go Jacobs and Drake, but I lose.
Ricardo Banks, PPR, QT or Boyd?
Cootie.
Cutie for me. We did this one. This is 100%. Oh, yeah, it is PPR, so I'm going to say McKissick.
Yep, McKissick.
I'm actually leaning on McKissick on this one, too. Crazy.
All 3 of us. Look at that. And this will be the final question of the week, unless Mike sees another one in Mixer. But this is going to be the final one that I've seen. I missed my other question on YouTube. I need one flex: Gabriel Davis, Patterson, or Akins, starting Beasley and Allen Robinson.
So I think I went with Patterson here.
Yep.
But I think I'm going to actually switch up and go with Gabriel Davis.
I'm not going to stack up my Bills, so I'm going to go Cordarrelle Patterson here.
And that's where I was as well. He was already starting Beasley. I am doing Patterson.
Yep.
And I lied because we got one last final Fantasy Fantastic question from Fantasy Fantastic 7. Goddard or Hurst in a PPR?
Hurst for me.
Hurst for me, and that is going to close out the Blitz this week. So, guys, it has been an amazing run here on the Blitz. We've got a couple more to get you all the way to your championship because you guys are all going to win this week because you listen to us, and everybody can do their own little giggle right there. And thank you for listening to us. You can check us out. You can check us out Tuesdays. Waiver shows are over. Sorry for Wednesday for the mail sack. We got Thursday night shows with Chris, Friday AMAs. And you can catch me on Twitter at BFTGJason. You can catch George at BFTGPod and Mike at DirtyJob21. Thank you for listening to us and taking the time this fine Sunday morning. And I implore you all, and Mike's really strong fingers, I implore you to go check out Naked Yoga because that's what I'll be doing after the show. And we will catch you next time. Thank you for listening, and we're out.
Good luck this week. Get to
Good
the
luck.
championship.
Get it. Yeah.